Police officers are human and make many mistakes.
You told me to eat a dick, right?
Marler? I messed up.
But what happens when those mistakes end their careers? Let's start with the Oklahoma City police captain, James French. It all began when an officer pulled over a driver who was driving rather recklessly. However, when stopping the vehicle, he wouldn't believe who would be behind the wheel.
You've been drinking tonight, sir.
I'm a captain on the police department.
What police department?
Oklahoma City.
What division?
Investigations.
What are you doing pulling in here?
My mom and I stay here.
You been drinking? How much we had to drink tonight, sir?
Please.
Huh? I'm not turning my camera off.
Okay.
The officer reiterated that he wouldn't turn off the camera, and upon suspecting that the captain wasn't sober, he decided to conduct sobriety tests that, as you can see,
Sir,
going.
turn that off.
I cannot, sir.
upon failing, reiterating once again to the officer to turn off the camera, the tired officer responds to him as follows.
And I am a sergeant on this police officer, and
I
I've
am
taken
not.
an oath to uphold the law.
I
don't show favoritism to anyone, regardless. I don't care if you're a gangbanger or the President of the United States.
Sir.
If I was to treat you differently than I was to treat like some Southside loco or some pedo, how's that look on me?
The officer, very professionally, ends up doing his job, which was to arrest him for DUI. On the other hand, James was fired from his $150,000 a year job. Speaking of dismissals, there's the case of Marler, an officer whose career ended after insulting a military member. It all started when Marler and his partner were responding to a call at the wrong address, which escalated the situation.
I don't like him. He's raising his voice at me right now. First of all, you came to my house and said, is that my girlfriend or my baby mama? That's my wife. So that's disrespectful starting off.
All right, sir.
Leading the officer to say the following to the military member.
So
that was disrespectful starting off, and,
Okay,
and then
I
he's raising his
understand.
voice at me.
Okay, I understand.
So now I can raise my
So
voice,
look-
right?
No, you can.
What's his problem?
Okay.
Nah, I need your badge numbers. I'm sorry.
That's fine. I'll give you my badge number.
And it didn't take Marler long to realize the grave mistake, which prompted him to apologize, although it didn't work.
You told me to eat a dick, right?
Marler? I messed up. I apologize.
Now that you on film, you messed up.
No,
so
you can
you
record.
haven't violated any of my rights.
no,
The
sir.
first thing you said to me coming here was,
So,
is
sir.
that my baby mama or my girlfriend?
Sir,
Then he
so
started
we
raising his
recall
voice
the
at
call
me.
from-
Because I gotta eat a dick? That's why you leaving now?
We're gonna leave now.
My family was here all day. We had a good day. You're here telling me to eat a dick.
Okay.
So thank you for telling me to eat a dick after I fucking served you for 9 years, you fucking dick. How about you get the fuck off my
served
property?
as well.
I don't give a you're probably a piece of shit. If you served and you telling people to eat a dick, you probably was a piece of shit.
Marler was obviously fired for the poor decision he made, just like Francesco Marlet, an officer who not only lost his job due to a bad decision, but also his wife. It all started when some young people saw an officer kissing a woman, so they decided to record.
Nos gustan los pies a nosotros. Mira, pisando está, mira. No, yo al condado lo voy a mandar. Te vaya a ver porque... Vaya, para el carro, mira, para atrás la lleva, mira, ve. Ey, no, mira, pues... Ey, yo. Quítate, más, ¿verdad? Quítate, dale. Ey, yo.
Not only was he kissing a woman on duty, but he also invited her to the back of the car, where the windows are tinted. Several rumors suggest that the woman with the officer is a sex worker. After this big mistake, Francesco lost his job and his wife found out, leading to their separation. And speaking of police officers and women, we have Tyler Gelnett, an officer who, after joining the force for a week, ended up fired and facing sexual misconduct allegations. It all began when they pulled over a couple in a car, and Tyler, supervised by his superior, had to search the woman who did it this way.
Hey, hold on. Stop. Time out. Go back there. Ma'am, do you have anything on you?
No.
Okay.
The officer himself had to stop the trainee upon seeing the way he was searching the woman. The issue arises now where the woman explains where she was touched.
Ma'am, listen to me. Ma'am, can you turn around?
I'm sorry.
No, it's
It's
okay.
just the way he did.
He's a new officer. I'm training him.
Pulled his fingers.
That's why.
I'm sorry. I thought only a female.
No.
I don't have anything on me.
Ma'am.
But only a female officer was.
Males can search females, but we're supposed to use the back of our hands.
That's violation right
So
there.
that's why as soon as I saw him, I stopped him, told him to go to the back of the car. And I want to personally apologize to you, okay?
Yes.
I want to personally apologize.
Tyler was fired not only because of that case, but also because weeks later, he was discovered giving drugs confiscated from the streets to his partner. In contrast, the victim was compensated with $50,000. Talking about officers abusing their power, we have Mary O'Connor, the ex-chief of Tampa Police, who, when pulled over by an officer for driving her golf cart on the road, which is illegal, asked the officer for a favor.
Is your camera on?
It is.
I'm the police chief in Tampa.
Oh, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Okay.
I'm hoping that you'll just let us go tonight.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll say you. Now that you say you look familiar, so.
Yeah, I'm sure I do.
Okay. So, all right, folks. Well, have a good night. Oh, all right.
You ever need anything, call me.
Okay.
Serious.
All right. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. You're welcome.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for yours.
Thank you.
So, take care.
All right,
thank you.
Have a good night, folks.
And if you think everything turned out fine, you're mistaken. Because 4 days after the incident, the recordings came to light, causing the police chief to resign from her position. A position where her salary was $187,000. And speaking of chiefs, we have Chief Deputy Sheriff Michael Yarbrough, who let's say was caught going twice the speed limit. An officer was in the area, and when he stopped him and saw who it was, this was his reaction.
Really? Yeah.
It must be said that the officer seems to enjoy it, to the point that he walks back to his car and calls one of his colleagues to deliver the news.
Hello?
Guess who I just pulled over?
Who?
Yarborough.
Really?
Yeah, the chief deputy driving a Dodge Charger, a souped-up Dodge Charger that belongs to the sheriff's office. I just clocked this at 96 in a 35.
What was the issue? I mean, why is he speeding?
No reason. He's in an unmarked car. He just got a high horsepower car and decided he wanted to play.
It's your traffic stop. You do what you think you should do. I mean, I'm not telling you one way or the other. You do a 96 and a 35.
Okay. Well, you know I don't care for him, so I'm gonna ride his.
The officer did his job fairly and legally, to the extent that it led to a trial that ended with his dismissal after 5 years as chief.